In motion right is Evans. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Second down and a run by Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Black Knights.
Here's Herbert. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Herbert now on second down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll run for it with Robinson, and they're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Quick slant to Watson.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
77 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's taken in by Watson.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
20 yards on the pickup.
Running off tackle with Montgomery. And he's got room. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
Purdy.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was made and dropped behind the line there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Here's Herbert.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So after a very one-sided 1st half, what will the 2nd half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Come on, get it together.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. It's caught by Mike Evans. Avoids him at the 40. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert's throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Spears.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger from 6 yards away. And the Black Knights are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Bats it away, and it falls to
It's like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now he's free to midfield. this. Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. David Montgomery with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
That's caught by Carson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a gain of 14.
A gain of 14. First down, Washington.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. A give left side to Robinson. Shrugs him off. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let's go, let's go.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Touchdown! Alan Lazard from 19 yards away. And the Black Knights are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, Ray. Baylor Tiger. Go.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty, and they convert. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. David Montgomery, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Out of the gun, Herbert. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Don't let him get away with that. That's it. Good call. Good call. Yeah. That's what I like to hear. Go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Johnson on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
They're on the 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Touchdown, Jaguars! Mark Andrews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone, loose.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it, and I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, they're not sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know. If you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Carlson set to kick off.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 6 now.
Here's Herbert.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
On the give, here's Robinson.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw brought in by Bellinger.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Robinson.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Herbert now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Back to throw here. Herbert forced out to his left. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
our last chance. Come on.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Purdy on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they will take a knee here.
The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Jacksonville, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gettin saying so long, everybody.